Hello and welcome to Chuck's Diecast and Model Reviews. Today we're going to be taking a look at this car. This is a 1/18 scale Alfa Romeo GTV6 made by Solido. This car has a special meaning to me because I actually own an Alfa GTV6 and I have it in red as well, just like this car. But I'll go ahead and give you my impressions of this and we'll talk about the car itself, okay? Now the Alfa GTV6 was built from the early 80s until the late 80s. It was designed by Giorgetto Giugiaro, one of the more famous car designers in history, actually. He designed this car, but he also designed the BMW M1, the Lotus Esprit. He designed the Volkswagen Golf, the original Volkswagen Golf, that is. And even stuff like the Subaru SVX, if you're familiar with that car. But this car is, I think, a real beauty. It was essentially sort of an Italian Porsche 944. It had about the same performance, roughly the same size engine. The difference is that this car has a 2.5 liter V6, whereas the Porsche has a 4-cylinder engine. Both cars actually have a similar layout in that the engine's in front and the transmission is in the back. But in the 944, the clutch is in the front along with the engine. But in the Alfa Romeo, the clutch is in the rear. The other interesting thing about this car is it also has inboard rear disc brakes. And it also has what's called the Dion rear suspension. So let's go ahead and take a look at the car itself. Okay, first of all, let's take a look at the profile here. Now, I do like this design here. I think it's, it's got a nice rake to it, nice shape to it, aggressive profile. It has this little bulge in the hood to fit the V6 engine under it. And it's just, I think it's a very stylish car. Stylish enough that, well, James Bond drove one in the movie Octopussy. So that is kind of a cool thing about it as well. You could call it a Bond car. Taking a look at the front here, you can see that, the detail on this car is pretty nice. It does have yellow headlights. So, that's a French thing there, and Solido is a French a French model company, so I guess that's not too surprising. Detail isn't bad. The slight difference between this car and my car, other than the headlight color, is that you'll see here that the turn signals here are integrated into the bumper. The American versions did not have that. They needed a sturdier bumper to fit crash regulations, so they've got a solid bumper, and then they have the turn signals actually mounted hanging underneath the bumper. When you look at the profile again, you'll see that this car has some kind of cool wheels here. These are by Campagnolo. These are the wheels that originally came on my car, but I did replace them some time back with some other wheels designed for this car by Speedline. Looking at the rear here, you'll see again the rear aspect is nicely done. You can see here that it actually has a hatchback, so the whole glass does lift up, but it's actually not a hatchback car. It only has a very small storage compartment back here. It can fit maybe like a duffel bag or something like that. But the seat doesn't fold down, and in fact, between this storage compartment and the rear seat is where the gas tank is located. So there's no possibility of actually folding down the rear seat. Taking a look at the interior here, you'll see that the detail in the interior is, it's pretty good. I do like this here. The gauges are, decals here, and it looks good. The steering wheel is is accurate for the car as well. So no complaints there. Let's see here. When you look at the seats, I suppose the only problem I have with the seats, and the seats are actually Recaro seats, is that if you'll see the headrest, they are solid here, but actually in the real car they are not. The center section is actually mesh, and it's sort of like this lozenge-shaped surround that surrounds the mesh. So that's, I guess, my one beef with the interior of the car. Taking a look at the bottom here, not too much to see really, although it's kind of nice that they did, you know, paint the oil pan and the exhaust and the rear transmission here, and so that is nice. You can see here the representation of what would be the inboard discs, and also this triangular shape there is the representation of the Dion rear suspension. So again, nice that they did that there, that they expended the effort in doing so. Other than that, the only other interesting thing is, if you'll look here, you'll see these two, I guess sort of tunnels there. And what those do is they house torsion bars. This car does not have front coil springs. It actually has torsion bars. I guess you could say that's sort of like a Porsche in a way as well. So again, nicely done there. They didn't have to do that there, so I'm impressed with that too. Other than that, really, I'm very happy with this model. It makes a nice addition to my collection there, and it is definitely nice having a model of something that I actually do own, so that is pretty neat. Thank you very much for taking a look at my channel, and if you like it, of course, please like this video and sign up for my channel. Take care and have a great day.